Hello, everyone. My name is Kaylee Hand. I'm an early childhood mental health consultant with the San Luis Valley Early Childhood Council. Today, we are going to be going into our series on the Teacher's Guide to Trauma. We're currently going to be covering Chapter 16. Be curious about me. Ask me about what I like and what I'm interested in. And today I am joined with my colleague, Deb Benally, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. My name's Deb Benally, and I am also an early childhood mental health consultant at the Early Childhood Council in the San Luis Valley. So it's good to be here. Do you want me to go?
Yep, I guess that works. Sorry, we didn't plan that one through.
Use my interests to engage me in learning. Be curious about students. It's good for all. So the more questions you ask about me, the more I learn to trust you. Then the more I will engage with you. It will make it easier for me to learn.
We all like it when people are curious about us. How are your children? Or did you have a nice weekend? It's part of building those interpersonal relationships. And a lot of times we think about it within our peer-to-peer. We don't always think about engaging that same type of communication with early childhood.
Being curious about your students. Hang on, folks. I've got my picture in the way. Being curious about your students with trauma will benefit the child in a number of ways. Curiosity is easy. Make fewer statements, ask more questions. I was in a classroom with a teacher once that had the most fabulous conversations with her students over lunch. That it was wonderful about the food and what they did for the weekend and what color were the green beans. And I mean, just constant conversation about what they liked and where they went. It was just refreshing to see. It was nice.
Asking them about themselves, what they like, why they seem upset, will often spark conversations that can assist in relationship development. Talking about that attachment and relationship and the amount of healing and growth and learning that can come from a secure, safe attachment with our teachers.
Curiosity about them can help them feel acceptance, which may lead to trust. When you have an established relationship of trust and acceptance with a child with trauma, you will have much more success helping that student learn to regulate and persist in learning.
Think about Freud's id, ego, and superego. Freud believed that human development could be defined in those three stages: conscious, preconscious, and unconscious.
Id is the first stage. In this stage, people are very self-centered. They are impulsive. They put their needs first. The id says, I want to do that now.
Ego is the next stage. In this stage, people have empathy. They're able to consider how their actions impact others. They're reasonable. A healthy ego is the key to personal development.
Superego, the final stage, is characterized by altruism and conscious. Altruism is the belief in or practice of selfless concern for the well-being of others.
Now think about what we have learned in this book about the limbic system. Our neocortex, our rational or thinking brain, our limbic brain, our emotion or feeling brain, our reptilian brain, our instinctual or dinosaur brain.
When children are amygdala driven, they are impulsive. They are unable to think about the feelings of others before acting. I'm mad. Why can't the world do my bidding?
As the hippocampus develops, children develop the ability to self-regulate. They can soothe themselves. They can take those deep breaths, those big, deep belly breaths.
When the prefrontal cortex comes online, children start to show the ability to think before they act. They think about the feelings of others. The prefrontal cortex has 9 functions: empathy, insight, response flexibility, emotion regulation, body regulation, morality, intuition, attuned communication, and fear modulation. The prefrontal cortex is basically the higher reasoning, your executive functioning, thinking about thinking.
As the prefrontal cortex develops, young adults are able to put themselves in the shoes of others. Young adults are able to do this.
If we loosely apply what we know about Freud's stages of development to what we know about limbic system development, we can understand why being curious about kids with trauma is helpful.
We are developing relationships, modeling the dance of attachment, showing them how to care for others.
Remember Wilson? Dr. Seiden was curious. She asked him if he was angry.
She had no prior relationship with Wilson. She entered this relationship with curiosity and listening.
She connected quickly during their walk. Melissa used her curiosity to eventually get Wilson to do what she needed. Listen earnestly to anything your children want to tell you, no matter what. If you don't listen eagerly to the small stuff when they are little, they won't tell you the big stuff when they are big, because to them, all of it has always been big stuff.
She needed him to stop attacking the Snapple machine and to improve his overall behavior in the lunchroom. Our attitude changes everything. I would just like to add that it's interesting to wonder how that could have ended differently had she not approached with curiosity and kindness and humor. Right. Again, today's slideshow was created by Kristen Love. She is one of the wonderful ladies as part of our team at the Early Childhood Council. Here is our contact information. You guys are welcome to reach out with any questions, any comments or feedback. We are open for any of it. And finally, here is our reference, Teacher's Guide to Trauma. Thank y'all so much, and we will see you guys next time.
Thanks. Bye.